Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with Masters of the Universe Revelation Episode 5. The mid-season finale, I guess you'd call it. And we have just exited, what is it called? The underworld, let's just say that. Like, everything has a name in this, and it's all, like, just a play on the main name of the world and everything. And it's so lazy. And I get that this was, like, based off of an 80s cartoon and everything, and they're just keeping the names and all. Um, and the 80s cartoon was made to sell toys and shit, but still. Um, I can't think of it for the life of me. But either way, yeah, the underworld. So they escaped from there, defeated Glowstick Skeletor, and as they headed out, they discovered a world through a portal. Well, the portal was opened, Orko was left behind, but let's be honest, probably isn't gone for good. And upon arriving there, found Prince Adam. So is this the real Prince Adam? Is this a trick? I'm kind of thinking it's the real one. I might be wrong, but I already believe the Prince Adam would not be gone for good. I already believe that this was just, how do I put it? It was a temporary thing for him to be gone. I don't know. Both him and Skeletor, but I'm definitely interested to see what they do with this next, and how this mid-season finale kind of, like, plays off. And I assume it's going to be a mid-season finale because of how this was released. This was released in 2 separate batches. The first batch ending with this episode. So we'll just have to see. And sorry if I seem a little out of it. Admittedly, I am still a little tired. It's 7:30 when I'm recording this. 7:30 in the morning. So I just woke up, and yeah. This one is a little bit, I'm a little tired still. I'll get back into the swing of things as I just continue to wake up, but it was just the best decision for the time I had today. So that all being said, we're just gonna get into this and hope for the best. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So I looked up Grayskull's VA, because I did mention he sounded kind of familiar. And it's like, I've seen and heard him in a couple things here and there, but nothing I would, like, actively remember the voice from, so it's like, huh. He just, I guess, sounds like a voice I've heard before. But yeah, so this was very interesting. It was a good mid-season finale. I can see why this would be, like, how do I put it? This would be formatted the way it was with Netflix, like having, like, the first 5 episodes in a batch, the second 5 episodes in a separate batch, because this was, like, straight up a mid-season finale. Like, they basically reached heaven. Or I guess you could also maybe compare it to Valhalla. But they reached Preternia. they met with Adam and a bunch of other dead legendary figures like Hero and Grayskull. And they got to reforge the Sword of Power and were successful. However, things did not end up well because we find out that Skeletor didn't die. That he had faked his death. That he was about to die, but had hid his essence away inside of Evelyn's staff. So when when Adam was back and was about to become He-Man again, he was stabbed, and Skeletor took the sword and used it instead. Now, a couple things to note. I do not believe Adam is dead again. One, although that would be one hell of a twist to have him come back from the dead just to, die again, and this time not even be able to go to Preternia. I don't think it's the case. Because if you notice where he's stabbed, it's not like necessarily in a vital spot. It's off to the side a little bit. In fact, it's pretty much in the same spot as Weiss in Ruby. If you remember in, which volume was that? Volume 5? Yeah, it would be Volume 5. In Volume 5, Weiss is stabbed in pretty much that exact same area. And while it's scary and definitely would need to be treated, it's not necessarily a fatal wound. Like, there was a big hubbub from the fandom when that first came out and everything, even about that. That some people were scared that, like, oh no, they're not going to kill Weiss, are they? Like, they're not going to actually kill off one of the main characters. But then people start pointing out, it's like, okay, no, that isn't necessarily fatal. If it's treated and everything, she can be just fine. And as we saw, that is basically what happened, even if it's not normal medical treatment, but still. So I think Adam's going to survive this. He's just not going to be able to be, in battle and whatnot for multiple reasons. The bigger thing here is that Skeletor has the Sword of Power and has become a champion himself. So that's the much bigger issue. Because Skeletor was already powerful enough as it was. So to see him become a champion, it's like, Jesus, that's needless. That's just overkill. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that's handled in the second half. Because basically, I mean, you could just say shit's gone down. It's a really strong way, like, just from the get-go to end off this half of the season. Because, again, bring in fucking heaven. Like, they go to fucking heaven. It's like, even if part of that is just them, like, doing this wild hunt and stuff, it's like, they're still in the afterlife. That's, like, already a big fucking deal, and that's already something to, like, say of note for the fact that they are, ending off this batch of episodes on. But then you also bring in legendary heroes from the past, including the king that the castle is named after. You bring back the fact that, or you bring in the fact that Adam is going to be able to be brought back from the dead, even if it does cost him. You have the ending in there. It's like everything just works so well to close off this section of episodes. And it's intense. It ends off on a very shocking, harrowing note. But the positive about doing reactions is that I can choose how to react to a show. Meaning I don't have to take a break here. I don't have to wait. I don't know how long the wait was between the first and second batch of episodes, but I don't have to wait. we can just continue right on. And it's a good thing, too, because there's definitely a lot I want to see. There's definitely a lot I want to witness with this. And I'm very excited as to where this is going to go. I'm really enjoying this. I genuinely am. I'm having a lot of fun with this series. It's not one of those shows that would ever be like on a best of list for me. Um, Not really by a long shot, but I'm still loving it. I'm still really enjoying it. So that all being said, we are just going to we're just going to end this here. I mean, I pretty much just mentioned what I had to mention, what I thought was important here. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.